ask me about Punjabi food, the first thing that strikes my mind is chole bhature. And to be more precise, the scrumptious, delicious Amritsari pindi chole that is served along with the bhaturas. I simply love it. So let's just begin the recipe for it. So to cook the choles, we are going to take a pressure cooker, and to this I am going to add 2 cups of chickpeas that I had soaked overnight. At least soak them for 5 to 6 hours, if not overnight. The longer duration of soaking, the better results you get. Then add 2 to 3 pods of green cardamom, about an inch or 2 of cinnamon, 1 or 2 bay leaves, 1 or 2 black cardamom, 5 to 6 cloves, about half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of ajwain, 1 teaspoon of anardana, half a teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of soda. You can use baking soda or meetha soda. Then you have to make a tea liquor by boiling 2 tablespoons of black tea leaves in about 250 ml of water. Strain and add it to the choles. Then we are going to add some more water and fill the cooker slightly above the level of the chickpeas. Now close the lid and pressure cook the chole on medium to high flame for about 3 to 4 whistles. Once your chole is done, you can check by taking one piece on a ladle and then mash it with a fork. If it happens easily, this means that your chole is cooked perfectly. Next we are going to make the masala for the chole. So in a pan, I am going to heat about 3 to 4 tablespoons of ghee. Alternatively, you could also use mustard oil because predominantly these are the fats that are involved in North Indian or Punjabi cooking. Once your ghee melts, we are going to add about half a cup of onion paste. Along with this, 1 teaspoon of hing, 2 green chilies that I have slit from the center, about half a teaspoon of ginger julienne. Saute and cook till the onion paste turns lightly brown. You can notice that the onion paste has slightly darkened in color. Now we'll add 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and cook till the raw smell goes away. Now that all the moisture of the onion masala has gone, it's time to add some spices. So we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri lal mirch powder for the red color, 1 teaspoon of amchur powder. Now we'll mix all the spices well. To this we are going to add just a little water and then cook the masala for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we add about half a cup of tomato paste. You can also use tomato puree. Some salt as per your taste, and then we are going to cook this masala for about 5 to 6 minutes or till oil starts to separate. Now that your masala is done, it's time to add the boiled chole to it. Mix everything together. It has already started to look so beautiful. Now we are going to add about half a cup of water to adjust the consistency. And then cover and simmer the chole for about 10 minutes so that the choles absorb all the flavors of the masala. Now after 10 minutes, you will notice that your chole has started to bubble up and it's almost ready. So it's time to add some freshness. So I'm going to add some freshly chopped coriander and about a teaspoon of kasuri methi to it. Give it a final mix and your chole is ready to be served. So take it out in a serving bowl. Now for the tadka, I'm going to heat about 2 tablespoons of ghee, and to this I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon each of red chili powder, garam masala powder, cumin seeds, hing, 1 green chili and some ginger julienne. And now we're going to heat till the ghee starts to bubble. Once it is nicely frothy, it's time to pour this tadka on the cooked chickpeas. Delicious. And now your Amritsari chole is ready. Savor it up with some bhaturas or kulchas and enjoy it hot. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and would soon try this out at your home. But before that, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting recipes.